Hello, my name is Nyasha Sirai. I am a licensed cosmetologist based in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm starting this channel to document my journey as a stylist and just put myself out there more because I'm kind of a recluse and I'm trying to get out of that and to just, jump out there. So I got the idea to start this channel when I first quit my job last year. Was it last year? 2023? No, 2021. I got this idea to do that because when I was researching. I have to research everything. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna look it up. And I was just looking for videos about like people quitting their jobs and how they dealt with the anxiety of that and where they are now. And I didn't really find a lot. I don't know if I was just typing in the wrong stuff. So I was like, why not talk about that? Like, why not do that? Start a channel for that. And it took me a while. Like, I just talked myself out of it. Like, girl, who want to hear you talk about that? Blah, blah, blah. You might not get no followers. People might not watch. And, it doesn't even matter. I don't care if I reach 2 people. Somebody heard me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get into it. I got some notes because I be forgetting stuff. Child. TT getting old. Where my pen at so I can scratch it off at the same time? Not the broom in the back. I'm at home, y'all. I said I was gonna do this at the shop, and I probably will, or the salon. I probably will sometimes, but I just like to be comfortable, and home, it would just be better if we do this at home. Okay, so I have been doing hair full-time since August of 2021. That's when I quit my job, August 6th. Well, that's not fun. I was supposed to quit August 6th. I ended up quitting before, like 2 or 3 days before. I forgot what I was about to say. Does that happen, y'all? Like when you about to talk, you just forget? Because I'm not editing anything out, so I gotta figure out what the heck I was about to say. Oh, I was talking about how long I've been doing hair. Okay, so I started school in 2017, October of 2017. I just wanted something different. I had been working in plants since I was 19, so I was 22 because I had my son. He was like 3 months. He's the reason. So I'll get more into why I decided to choose that career, or this career, not that career. Choose this career in like later episodes or whatever. So the first one, we're gonna be talking about how I came up with the idea to quit my job and built the courage to actually do so. Because it definitely take that. Jumping out there, baby, it's hard. I think I'm nervous because I keep touching my hair. I'm trying not to do that. So, I came up with the conclusion that I was done with my job because I hated it. I was like, I'm not no good to these people anymore. Like, I do not care about their parts. Honey, I don't care anything about this job. I don't want to be here. I'm having an attitude every day. And, I felt like it wasn't fair to the company because at the end of the day, that's somebody else's dream too. So I'm in here messing up, y'all. Not messing up, but I'm just sending anything. So I was quality. So I would be checking the parts that didn't align, and I just didn't give a hoot anymore. So I said, I'm going to quit. It was not that simple. We'll get to the background. Y'all gotta bear with me, this is my first time, so I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, and I'm not a multitasker. Anyway, so earlier that year, I got an injury. What the fuck? Child, I thought somebody was about to break in. Sorry. Child, I thought somebody was trying to break in. I thought somebody was looking at me through my little slide window. Nah, I'm paranoid, but it's the light in my eyes. So, where my notebook at? Child, left it over there. I'm not getting that. I ended up getting a shoulder injury in March of 2022. I said 2022, but I meant 2021. Shoulder impingement. So I was out of work for like 6 weeks. So I, was waiting around on my short-term disability to kick in from my job. And it took a minute. So I'm like, honey, I got bills in between time. What can I do? So I was already planning to go into a salon and just do my full-time job and do hair in the evenings or whatever. So I was like, well, just go ahead and start. just open up your availability for the time being and just do it that way. So I just started, doing hair in a salon on those 6 weeks when I wasn't supposed to be doing that, but we don't listen. And I'm not about to be broke waiting on them people, okay? It's not gonna happen. So I did that for 6 weeks. And I was like, I like this. This is okay. Like, I really like this. So when it was time for me to go back to work, I did not want to go back to work. And when I did go back to work, I literally hated it. I hated it more than I did before I had my injury. Like, I could tolerate it then, but when I went back after having that taste of freedom, I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Can't do it. So I had I planned to quit. So I made a plan. I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna do this to have a cushion to quit, so I won't just be out here winging it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to really just have a set plan and be okay. Like, if I had a slow month or something, I would still be able to pay my bills. So what I had planned and set up ended up falling through. And can you say devastated? Baby, I was upset. I was really hurt. I'm like mad. I'm like, God, you put this on my heart for me to quit, and you let this fall through. First of all, no, I didn't come to God like that, but I did. And I was just angry. I'm like, why would you do that to me? Like, you know how bad I want to quit this job, blah, blah, blah. So God, like, girl, first of all, you didn't include me in your plans. You didn't include me in your plans. You said you was gonna quit, and that was it. You didn't pray on it. I'm telling you, I didn't pray on it. I didn't think about it. Like, I did not think it through. And I had already made a mistake like that when I quit my permanent job to go to hair school. I didn't think it through, and girl, disaster. We'll get into that. But yeah, and I was just really upset and disappointed, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to stay at this job. So I was like, okay, well, now I'm gonna stay until January. I was like, so what I'm gonna do is when we go out for Christmas break, I'm just not gonna come back. Like, I'm just gonna take that leap at the beginning of the year. New year, new me. Okay, you know how we do. Honey, well, that didn't work. I just couldn't do it. Like, I was so over the job, the people. Like, I really went in there every day wanting to throw hands with people. And I'm like, you don't want to go to jail. Like, why would you want to do that? Just let it go. So I prayed on it. I just kept getting signs that it was time for me to quit. One thing about it, God gonna make you uncomfortable. I don't know who y'all believe in, but you're going to be uncomfortable when it's time for you to move on, because you don't fit into that space anymore. So it's time for you to elevate and to grow bigger. I had outgrew that job. It was time for me to step out and do what I was destined to do. I truly feel like I'm destined to be a hairstylist. So when did I go back to work? So I had to go back to work like end of May. So I worked for like June, July, and my son ended up getting sick, and I had to be out of work for 3 days. This is what did it. So I'm out of work for 3 days, and the way our system is set up is if you take consecutive days, you only get 1 point. Now, when I get back to work, they tried to point me for each day, and I'm not doing that. Like, no, y'all not finna do that, because that's not how it is. I've been here longer than the HR people, so I'm like, you not finna tell me that's not, like, I've done this so many times, like, you're not about to do that to me. So I'm like, well, per the handbook, blah, blah, we update the handbook. So I go and get the handbook, and it did not say that, but the one that they had said it. So they're like, well, that's the old handbook. Okay, well, why wouldn't you give it to your employees? And then when I looked at their handbook, it did not have revision or revised at the bottom. So if you don't if you revise something, you have to put when you revised it, or it's not valid. So no, we're not gonna play them games. But I'm not gonna go back and forth with Josh. She's like, if you just get the doctor's note, we'll be able to excuse your days. So I went home and I prayed about it. I was just mad, because I'm like, my child was sick. Yeah, like, I'm just out partying. Like, I shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, nobody. I feel like the fucking workforce. Okay, I have a potty mouth. I'm gonna have to fix that. I feel like the workforce sucks, especially for single parents or parents, period. It don't even matter if you're single. Anybody, like, stuff happens. Like, let's be a little understanding here. I didn't intend on my son getting sick, okay? But anywho, so I prayed on it and I was like, God, if it's meant for me to quit this job right now, let me know. Like, I need you to be clear and concise. I don't have time for them games you playing, because you know he be just trying to say a little stuff. No, tell me right now. Right now. So it was just on spirit, like, no, quit. That's exactly what he said, quit. So I typed up my 2 weeks notice. I got the doctor's note from my son's pediatrician, and I turned in the doctor's note first, and immediately after that, after she read that, I gave her my 2 weeks notice, and she was just like surprised. I'm like, you're shocked? Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. I don't want to be here anymore. Y'all done pissed me off. That was really just the icing on the cake. So yeah, I quit my job, and when I tell y'all, well, I didn't quit yet. I put my 2 weeks notice in. So, you know, I worked. I'm like, I'm gonna work my 2 weeks. But that last week, I took Monday and Tuesday off so that I could go ahead and do like doctor's appointments and stuff, because we were gonna be in between insurance or whatnot. So I want to go ahead and get all that stuff out of the way while I'm finding do I got a booger? Now, why I didn't do a booger check before? Let me handle that real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna have to edit it out. While we're finding another insurance company, while I'm finding another insurance company for me and my son, like health insurance, life insurance, all this stuff. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and get our dentist appointments, doctors, all this stuff out of the way. So I did that, and it was just, they tried me, basically. So I get back to work Wednesday, and my supervisor come up, and he was like, you know, they're saying that those days aren't valid because you haven't worked the whole year to use your vacation like that. And I was like, what? So before, the way vacation was set up is if you work the year before. Like, you accrue your vacation the year prior, not the year that you're working. I was like, that don't even make sense. But even if so, it's July. So, well, no, it's August at that point. It's August. So I would have been on work 80 hours by now. Like, I worked 80 hours in 2 weeks. What are you talking about? We only get 80 hours vacation. So I feel like they was just really trying to mess with me. So I thought about it. I was like, bro, I'm not staying here to work for 3 days, and after my insurance, all that stuff come out, I'm literally not even gonna have $100. Like, that's how much the insurance at that job was crazy. I don't know what that was about, but it was not normal. Not normal price, and we getting paid by the week, so they taking it out weekly. And I don't know if they just didn't update it to where they just sliced it in half, but they didn't do that. So I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. And I thought on it long and hard, and then they wanted me to train somebody at the same time. So I'm already heated because y'all trying to play with me, and then you want me to train somebody about the job. Please, I do not care. I don't care. I put this shit up, I put this shit up, and I drop it because I don't care, okay? So I thought about it. I'm like, bro, no, I walked off. I went and said my goodbyes to the coworkers that I liked, and I left. And the 2 HR ladies happened to be outside. Honey, I peeled off in that Ultima, and if you know, you know, the Ultima's gonna get you out every time. So my supervisor blew my phone up. I'm like, bro, I'm not even answering for you, because we were kind of cool. So I just expected him to, like, when you heard that, call me, honey. I would have came into work and just wasn't even worried about it. But you didn't do that. Not that you were obligated, sorry. So I was like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I really didn't even like him like that no more anyway. So I blocked him. And I mean, I'm upset. I really want to cry, but I could not cry. So I get home and I updated all my, I updated all my availability on StyleSeat. That's the booking website that I'm using. I updated all my availability. I just opened it all the way up. And I prayed, and I was like, because I was really upset and I just needed to take it out. I was like, Lord, if I didn't make a mistake and this is what you were pushing me to do, please give me a sign that I didn't mess up. Please give me a sign. So I took me like a 30-minute nap. Y'all, I kid you not, I wake up, my phone is going off with notifications from bookings. I'm like, ain't no way. I only did sleep 30 minutes. So I quit August 4th. I want to say it had to be Wednesday. Yes, so it's Wednesday. By Saturday, my books for August were almost completely filled. won't he do it? Won't he do it? God, like, I mean, like, you just came through for me like that. Like, he just came through. And he like, girl, I had the plans. I just need the platform. That's it. That's it. If you let me be in your life and let me guide you, I'm not gonna see you wrong. That's what he was saying to me. So yeah, I quit, and honey, it's been a journey. It's been a lot. It's not easy. It's really not easy because I'm used to having a steady income. Like, I know that a check is coming, and I don't know some days. Like, literally the beginning of this month, I ain't have nothing, like, until maybe the end of the second week in January. I'm just now starting to pick up, and I'm like, how am I gonna pay my bills? How am I gonna pay my bills? Honey, my booth rent is expensive. I don't even know how I paid that them 2 weeks that I didn't have nobody. So I just be worried. You know, I was worrying or whatever. But I'm working on that now, just not worry, because what is worrying gonna do, honey? How can you be a believer and doubt at the same time? That just don't go together, you know? So don't do that. Don't be doubtful. Don't do that. And it will work out. I guarantee you it will work out. Like, people gonna need their hair done. The beauty business is always gonna boom. I don't care what's going on. People, we should know that from the pandemic, because the girls would still hit me up to come get their hair done, but I wasn't doing that. But yeah, people gonna get their hair done. Like, it just is what it is. So it always works out. Every time I just like, girl, how are we gonna do this? And I'm thinking like, I'm gonna get a job. It always comes through for me. So if you're looking to quit your job, if you don't take away nothing from this, because I know I ramble. This is my first video, so I'm trying to, you know. But if you don't do anything else, think it through. I mean, write out the pros and cons. What else should you do? Write out all of your expenses, and I mean down to the dang on soap that you use. Literally write it all out. Go through your bank account, see where you spend the most money. You may have to cut back on some stuff because you're about to change your lifestyle. You know, you won't have that steady income coming in no more. You really gonna have to be hungry, and you really gonna have to put in the work, like, to make your money or whatever now. So really look and see what you spend the most money on. Cut back if you have to. And what else? Not a notification. I should have wrote these down, right? Okay, I cannot think. Oh, have faith always. And whoever you believe in, whether it's God, Allah, whoever you believe in, include them in your plans, okay? Because really, it's not even your plan. Like, anything that is put in your mind, your heart, God already knows, that He's already worked it out for you to do. You just got to do the work. You know, you just got to get there, and you got to really want to be there. But don't doubt them at all. Show up. That is a very important one, because you don't have anybody making you show up. So you have to show up even when you don't want to. Like, it's days where I be like, I don't want to go to work today. And I have to go to work because I'm the HR. I'm the boss. So I got to show up every day for my business if I want it to be, you know, where I see myself in the future. What else? I'm trying to think of some more good stuff to say. I mean, I'm gonna, you know, I'll write some stuff down. I thought I was well prepared for this, but apparently I'm not. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it out there. I'm not gonna say don't be afraid, because be afraid. Fear will fuel you, okay? Because if you scared to fail like I am, you gonna make sure that you get what you gotta get done. Like, you gonna make sure you make that money. So be a little afraid, but at the same time, have faith and just believe that it's gonna work out, like, for your greater good. Because I believe that everything happens for a reason, and you're never, like, wherever you at is where you're supposed to be at. So if you having a bad time right now, it's setting you up for your future. Like, that's just what it is. You just gotta go through that and learn something from it and apply it to the next season in your life. So I think that concludes everything. I feel like I hit what I wanted to. I don't know. I can't think of nothing else. I might have to do a part 2 to this, because if I think of something else, I'm gonna want to piggyback off of that. I didn't want to leave no leaf unturned. I'm gonna just end it here, because the rest of the video is me playing in my braids, trying to work my brain. So if you could like and subscribe to my channel, that would be great. And I look forward to building a relationship with you guys. Love you, mean it.